guys, what's going on? It's Mrbrown here, and welcome back to the next episode of our Final Fantasy Platinum Trophy run. This is Final Fantasy 1. Obviously, we're going to be going through each Final Fantasy game in order, starting from number 1, working our all the way up into number 16, I believe, with playing some of the extra ones here and there, like 7 Remake and 7 Rebirth. If you guys are new to this series, be sure to check the playlist down below for every previous episode so far. But in the previous episode, we took on the Citadel of Trials here, kind of on the upper continent of the map here, and we caught a bunch of bestiaries while we were up here. So in this video, we are going to get a ton more loot and a sweet upgrade for our characters. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to head to these little small islands here. If you see on the map, there's these little sections of islands here. So we're gonna go through all of these and go through each of these holes and find some pretty cool loot in these. These are called the Dragon Caves. I don't know if there's any chests in here or not. There are 13 chests, but I believe they're all spread out throughout those little holes. Go ahead and tick them off here, and there's a dragon in here. We'll talk to him in a second. We're getting tons of gil here. Let's go ahead. I don't think that's all. Yeah, see, there's multiple rooms here. These are all connecting islands. I don't think we can get to them from this one area. We have to go through each of the holes to get into each of these places. Let's go ahead and speak to this dragon here. Only the truly brave can obtain a token of their courage. That's all he has to say, I guess. Let's go ahead and head back out, and we'll head to the next dragon cave hole. As you guys previously have known, if you guys have been keeping up with the series, I do have a notebook here full of kind of like a little guide for myself on where to go and what to do. As you can tell, all of these yellow ones are now lit up now. That means we've been in here, and this is another dragon cave. I don't think there's anything in this section here. It's just another connecting part of the cave. Go ahead and hop on over to this one here. I don't think we can land in the little marsh area, so we're gonna have to land down here. And we'll walk on over. Do I have encounters on? Okay, make sure I have those on. I do have those turned on and off in between episodes because it is kind of annoying for me to have to go through and fight while I'm just grinding on my own. More dragons here. I don't think we'll talk to all these dragons. This guy said something about Bahamut. It's a rare thing to have humans visit us here. If you are valiant warriors, you speak with the Bahamut, our king. And if you guys don't know who Bahamut is, he is a summon in most Final Fantasy games, but he is a dragon-like creature, kind of like these guys. But we will be talking to him in this episode. So he may or may not give us our pretty cool upgrade that we're gonna get here. So let's head on to this left far hole here. And this is our far right one here. I believe this might be it for the chests here. So it looks like we have 3 more. Yep, this is gonna be all the chests here. I got a tent. Let's look at this guy. Find a new human. A couple more stuff there. We can't hold any more cottages because I've obviously bought about everything we can have maxed out because I have the gil multiplier on. So just speed up some things a little bit. Okay, so that is all of the caves here for the dragon caves. We got all of the chests that we need, and now we can go and speak to Bahamut, which I am not sure which one he's in. He might be this one. I don't know if this is the right one or not. Oh, it's around here. Yeah, okay, so I think this is it here. Yep, this is Bahamut. Okay. Long has it been since men of courage stood before me. Your bravery seems worthy of consideration. The rat's tail you carry is a fitting token of courage and strength. So be it. I shall honor you with titles befitting your valor. Alright, that's pretty much what we got. We got the Token of Courage trophy there. Gained tiles of courage from Bahamut, which basically turned our characters into a knight, a ninja, a white wizard, and a black wizard. Just kind of upgraded the job classes a little bit, which was good. Restore the crystals to grace, which was good. So that was the upgrade that we were going to get in this episode. Now our characters have a different look and should be attacking a little bit better now. Now that we have this stat boost. So the next objective is that we're gonna head back to Crescent Lake, and I'm going to go and get some stuff here. Let's go ahead and test out our new characters here. I don't think much is gonna change really. Just kind of a new look. I'm hoping the wizards can start doing some better damage. Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. We're still on the way to getting level 50. I believe getting level 50 with every character is still a trophy that we need to do. We are over halfway. So let's go ahead and head back to Crescent Lake, and I'm going to grab a new spell. I'm gonna grab a spell that I'm gonna be using here shortly on in the next dungeon. Now that we have our little upgrade here, we are back in Crescent Lake, and the exit spell was what I was going to come here and get. It's basically just going to give us the ability to teleport our party out of any dungeon that we're in. Just that way it saves me some time having to run all the way back through in the video. I would assume that's why it wouldn't let me buy a bunch of stuff earlier on in the Elfheim when we were trying to buy stuff for our black mage, because we didn't have the upgrade available. Okay, so now that we have the exit spell, we're going to head to a new town, kind of. So we're gonna head kind of down here towards the corner. It's gonna warp us up in the top right hand corner, and then we're gonna come down here. We're gonna be heading to this area right here, but we need to find a nice place to land our airship, which I think we're gonna have to do it from down here, somewhere. Maybe like right here would be a good spot. Let me go up and get some more. No, right here is good. So we're gonna walk all the way over there until we hit that little desert path there, and enter another little town called just a caravan. And we are here to speak to this guy. He has a bottled fairy for us, which costs 40,000. So having that guild multiplier on is really going to help here, if you guys need to buy this fairy. And then he just has some other tonics after you buy that, which I actually didn't know that he had. We may actually get some of these. Let's get 5 each, just to... They might come in handy later. I don't know if we'll ever use them. I'll probably end up forgetting about them, but just in case we have them. And then there's not much here. We kind of need to have this place marked off anyways, just for the trophy of visiting every area in the game. So that's a good thing to have right there. Now we are back in the airship, and we are going to head to our next town, which if you can kind of see in the top right hand corner of the map, there's kind of like a little face there. We're gonna go straight east, and we're gonna head for that little eyeball looking place that's kind of right up in here. If we go straight this way, you guys can see it. Let me know down in the comments below. But there's kind of like a little eyeball right here, as you can see, with the water. And we're looking for another little town up over here. I'm not sure if this is the place or not, but we can't really land here. We need to find a nice place where we can land the airship so that we can walk here, because we haven't obviously been here before. I wonder if we can maneuver somewhere right here, maybe. You may have to come from all the way up here and walk all the way down. Let's see if this is the place. This might be the place right here. This is the place. Okay, so we were looking for the place Gaia, and we're basically just here to do some shopping, as well as run into this cutscene here with the bottled fairy. We're gonna have to go chase that fairy down here at some point. But let's go ahead and check out these spells here. There's ice to all enemies is good for 30,000. It's petrifies, it basically turns them to stone. Not really that big of a deal. I feel like it's not really that useful. There is double magic places up here, so we do need to be on the lookout for that. These ones are both obviously really good. Here's status effects on any status effect, and fully heals a party member. It's obviously going to be super good. Let's check out these other ones up here. Stops time and paralyzes all enemies. Banishes enemies to another dimension. Instantly kills one enemy. I don't know if this says instantly kill, but I don't think it'll work that way personally. We're probably just gonna leave those ones for now. Holy's probably just another better spell than Dia. It basically does the same thing, deals all the enemies with Holy Light. Reduces damage from spells by half. Negates one enemy's magical defense. Not really too quick. I'd rather save some money for our weapons here. That hopefully we're gonna get some upgrades. Looks like we got the Cat's Claw, which 2 of our party members can have. That's gonna cost us 100k. But it should hopefully be a better upgrade for our ninja at least, which is not even better. We kind of just wasted that there. Let's actually sell that back, because that was expensive. Wonder if we'll get the same amount for it or not. $26, so we got it cut in half, but that's fine. Like we got a protect ring. Everyone can have one of those, and then I wonder which one's better. Defense 24, weight 1. So probably just one of those, and then 3 of these ideally. But we're out of money. Something that we haven't said in a long time in this series. Got it. Okay. It's good enough. Okay, so let's head up into where this ferry went. Yeah, there we go. You're the one who rescued me from that bottle. I'm sorry about running away, but I was so scared. I'll give you some honors from the bottom of the spring to make up for it. Alright. You obtain the Oxyel. Air will flow out of the water as far as you have it. Okay, that's something that we actually needed. Alright, so now that we're done with Gaia, we're gonna head back up to the top left continent, and we're gonna get in our canoe to a waterfall. Okay, we are here in the top left continent. We're gonna go ahead and park our airship here, and we're gonna head all the way down into... We're gonna follow that forest down into that little canoe area, and then we're going to canoe up into the water above us, hop in our canoe here, and head straight up to meet a waterfall here, and we're gonna head in for our next dungeon. This is going to be the Waterfall Cavern. I believe this is going to be where we find the water crystal, maybe? I'm not for sure. This might be where the next crystal is, the blue one. We could be wrong here. Let's check and see how many chests they got. We have 6 chests in here, so it's not a very big dungeon at all. I guess it is quite large. It looks like it's only 1 floor. So not too bad at all. And I don't believe... there is a couple bestiary entries in here that we could find. Okay, and this is the bestiary entry that I was actually looking for, which is the green dragon. I heard it's pretty rare to find in this dungeon. So I'm kind of glad we found it and we got it out of the way. 231 damage from our black wizard, which is perfect. A quick work of him there. I'm actually really thankful that we found that so quickly. Because I'm pretty sure the guy that I watched said that it was a pretty hard find. So glad we got out of the way quite quickly. I literally haven't ran very far up here and we found it. So we're still heading down to that bottom left room. So okay, we made it down into this little room. So it looks like we got a little bit of an enemy here, which is pretty normal looking enemies. The Mummy, King Mummy, Psylocke, and Silas, and the Cockatrice. Nothing too crazy here that we haven't fought already before. Let's go ahead and probably just one-shot them all. I would imagine. I feel like we're pretty strong for these enemies right now. Throw it on auto battle so it goes a little quicker. Wow, that's cool animation. And boom, all done. Alright, quick and easy there. Looks like we got all of our chests in here. Wizard staff, a ribbon is good. If you guys don't know what a ribbon is from other Final Fantasy games, it's one of the best materials or the best equipped items in the game. Imagine it's under the arm section, maybe it's under the head section. It pretty much, I don't know if it does the same thing in this game. It looks like it doesn't. Okay, it does do the same thing. It's a ribbon that guards against elemental attacks and status effects. So it pretty much negates any status effect in the game. So our white mage will have that on her. Why does this guy only have a leather cap? We got and leather gloves. We gotta get this guy geared out here. Ribbon is typically a pretty good item, so let's speak to this golem. I have been waiting. Take this cube. Light that flying fortress, please. This is what we came in here for, which was this warp cube. And we are going to go ahead and take this warp cube out of here and use our new white magic exit spell to go ahead and exit on out of here and take us straight back to our canoe. So we're gonna head back down south here. We're gonna head to that town that we passed over here on our right is the village of Onrak. So there's gonna be a couple things that we need to do here, is in purchase some new magic. There is one spell in particular that I do want, which is Heal Agra. That's what I was saving that spot for. Nerd Death is not really that useful. And then there is a couple of black magic spells in here as well. Nothing that I'm gonna go home about. Rage Caster's attack and accuracy could be useful. Blind to an enemy with darkness could be useful, but not necessary. We're still running pretty low on skill, so we're just gonna save it for now. We're gonna head up into the end and rest, and then we'll head on to the next dungeon. So after resting up at the end, we're gonna head all the way over to this right side here, past this guy, and we're gonna speak to this lady here. You have the Onyx. Aniel. Oxiel? Yeah. You're the one we've been waiting for. Please save the mermaids. And now we're gonna head underwater in our little submarine. And she's just gonna disappear. Get in the barrel. This is a pretty cool sequence. And this is going to take us to the Shrunken Sign Temple. There are 32 chests in this dungeon. So we have a lot of stuff to we have a lot of chests to look for and a lot of places to go, and also a lot of bestiary entries to collect. So I see there's a room up here to our right, so we're gonna head up there first, just so we can get a lay of the land. And these are two new bestiary entries, the Sea Scorpion and the Sea Troll. Shouldn't prove too much different. We have the Ice brand sword on. I don't know if that's gonna be useful. Might want to switch to the fire one. Looks like there's one chest here, two chests. Looks like there's only two chests on this floor. Just before we do anything here, I'm gonna go back. Water Naga, another bestiary entry, I believe. Yep. Water Naga. Got another chest in here. 9,000 gil, which is good. It looks like there's no other chests in these rooms that I can see for this first floor, so we're gonna head to this right staircase. We're gonna save that left staircase for later. Here is a white shark bestiary entry. Nothing too special about him. It's just a nice white shark. We're pretty much taking everything out here with pretty much ease. So this is the 4th floor of the shrine here. Another quite bigger type room. So let's head and do one of these other rooms, see if there's any other chests here. I guess we can head into this first one down here. I believe the sea snake is another new entry that we have not gotten yet. That's another one that we could mark off the list. All the other ones we fought in the first room. Nothing too new there. Nothing in this first room. It looks like there's one chest there, another chest there. Okay, so we got quite a few chests in this place. In this area at least. So we're gonna pretty much go all the way around the room and collect them all. And then it looks like we're gonna head through that bottom staircase in the bottom. The next area. Another chest here, 12,000 gil in it, which is pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and head down another staircase, but let's go ahead and grab these last 4 chests here. Just collect them all. So let's head to this middle room here. Okay, into this middle room, we got a mage's staff. I doubt it's going to be any better than anything that we have. Yeah. maybe for her. She's been using this Mrbrown hammer for quite a while. That is fine, so let's head to the next left side room. And there is a new entry, the Ghost. We have not fought the Ghost, and I believe Holy should work on these guys, if I am not mistaken. I just kind of, hopefully we don't kill them all, because I kind of want to see if it works. Just kind of want to see Holy in action. Does work. It did some decent damage, not crazy damage, but it did some. In this far left room, there is a light axe. Don't imagine that's going to be useful for anyone. So let's head to this top middle room and then the very top room to grab the last two chests. And here is a bunch of new enemies. I feel like we fought these guys when we first got access to the ship. But if not, I'm gonna highlight them here anyways. We got the Shigan Chief and the Shigan Prince. Obviously the Chief is the 8, and then the Prince is the green guy in the back. So go ahead and mark these guys off. I'm gonna cast Holy here too and see if it works on these guys. I feel like it just does light damage. Really good damage actually. Top middle room here. We got some more gil. And then we got one more chest to go, which is up here in the top. Okay, in this top room we got a diamond armor. Hopefully that is good. It is better than what we have for our knight, at least. So Ronin's getting a little upgrade there with the diamond armor. And I believe that is every chest on this floor. So now we are going to head down to the bottom right and head on to the next floor of this dungeon. All right, on to the next floor. Floor number 5. It looks like there is a big room with a bunch of little rooms inside of it. Let's head on up into this first room here. Looks like we have, this is probably gonna be the rest of our chests here, because there's quite a few here. Looks like there is a mermaid in this room to our left here, as we can see. So we're gonna kind of leave her, because I'm not sure what they do. I guess we can go talk to her just to see. The light of the sea is lost. He will turn into sea foam and vanish forever. Okay, nothing crazy. So we're gonna hit, let's see, top row, second, third, and fourth. That's where we're going. We got a diamond armlet as well, so let's go ahead and check and see if that's useful for our ninja, which is Chad. So top row, second, and third. How do we get to that one? Down. That's in this room. Are those crystals the legends speak of? Just who are you? Hit these two. More gil, more gil. More gil. How do we get to that room? I think we're gonna go through here. If we go this way, it should warp us over to this right side, which it does. And that way we can get into here. Diamond gloves and diamond helm. And this is what we came in here for, which is the Rosetta Stone. But we are not done with this dungeon yet because we still have a bunch more chests to get. We still have 12 more chests to get in here. But let's go ahead and equip these diamond stuff to our warrior. And we're going to go ahead and use the exit spell from Terra to head back to the town. And then once back in the town, we're going to have to run all the way back over to the submarine, take it back over to the Sunken shrine. I'm pretty sure there are a couple more bestiary entries that we need to get in this place. I believe there's at least 2 more that we need to get, but we'll get one of them by defeating the boss of this dungeon. Heading on to the next floor, we're back on the second floor here. We got another ginormous room here with a staircase in the top right and the top left, and then rooms along the way. Looks like there's no rooms on the bottom that we can enter. I believe we're heading straight up to this next staircase, which I think will take us over to this other side, but I could be wrong. Here is one of the bestiary entries I was talking about, the Deep Eye. We have not fought one yet. We already have the white shark. Isn't too bad to take down. We're heading straight back up to that top right staircase. It's like there is another room here that we can go into, which there is nothing in. So we're gonna head back down this staircase, which is taking us to a different room with some more staircase. We got another chest with 11,000 gil, 1,110. My bad on the amount there. Into this next section here, which we're just on the opposite side of the room, I believe, from over there. So it looks like we got a room down below. I think that's it. There's that room, and then there's 3 rooms here that we can get into. 2 chests in this room, monsters in this one, water elements, nothing too crazy worried about here. We're actually looking a little weak down there. And we got 7,000 gil. Okay, room with 3 chests, 5,000 gil. More monsters, more water elements. Oh, we got a bunch of monsters here. Good blocks. That's 3 in a row. 4. 5. The fire's not gonna do a ton of damage. Okay, did plenty of damage apparently. A giant's gloves, and more monsters. There's the water elements. It's kind of a waste for that fire, but it's alright. Jeez, I want to go down. There we go. And we got more gil. I don't know if those giant gloves are anything that's helpful for us. Apparently not. Alright, we got those 3. We're gonna head up into this room with 1, and then the other one with 4. We got monsters in the chest, the room with 1, which we have a bunch of monsters in here. Let's just go ahead and use a fire. Get them on out of here. Nice, quick, and easy. Actually did less damage to those other guys than I thought it would. Got another light axe. Alright, we got some gil. Looks like there's an enemy in here. It's like we got the prince and then a white shark. So if we didn't find these guys earlier on, this is where they would have been. For free. But they were pretty common throughout this entire place, so I wasn't too worried about it. Knock that one off. Go up, kill on the shark. We cannot overkill enough. Right. Bunch of gil and another ribbon. Ribbons are good. I would definitely take those over the other ones that we have. That is all 32 chests in the Sunken Shrine. We're gonna head down this next staircase and fight a boss, I believe, is what we have left to do. Let's do a quick heal here. Use some of these potions, just because we had a buttload of them. Let's go ahead and fight this boss. You humans do impress. I would not have thought to see you here. But do you really think you can defeat the Fiend of Water here in my own domain? Fools, these dark depths shall be your tomb. This is the Kraken boss. Looks pretty gnarly. Let's go ahead and hit him with some fire. Maybe Blizzard might do better against him. Doing very low damage, it looks like. Looks like he got blinded. Ice does quite a bit, not a ton, but enough. Let's try using Holy on him. That doesn't need better. Let's try Fire. 8 hits. Yikes, that did a lot of damage. Holy. Okay, Holy does some decent damage. Looks like this one's going to be very magic orientated here. We're definitely going to need to get a heal off here. Use your new Ilaga spell. Try Thunder. Might as well just try them all. Oh, okay, so he's done for. Let's go ahead and use a Phoenix down. Pick him back up. And we'll use... hopefully he uses the Phoenix down first. Or we're gonna waste that. There we go. That should fully heal him. Let's get another Holy going. Try Thunder again. Thunder's the way to go, and that was enough. All right. Got a little scary there, but the guy, he was doing a ton of damage. That is the Kraken boss defeated. Alright, revitalizing waters. Restore the water crystal's light. Okay, so that was the water dungeon done and dusted. So we're going to go ahead and warp on out of here. And we're going to head to our next location. Looks like we're going to be heading back to Melmond and doing some stuff there. Alright, here we are outside of Melmond. We're going to head into Melmond and we're going to go up to this top right place up here behind the weapon shop and talk to this gentleman here. Just a moment, let me see that tablet. This is the Rosetta Stone. This makes it possible to decipher Lutherium. Yes, of course, that's what that was. It all makes sense. Here, allow me to express my gratitude by teaching you Lutherium. Kind of a difficult word to say, Lutherium. There, you can speak Lutherium too. Alright. That's pretty much all we needed to do here in Melmond. I believe so. Now we're going to head back up to the upper right continent. Kind of on the bird's wing. There's a little grayed out town park in this little open area here. And we can just travel across the waters here. Down into this next new area that we haven't been to yet. Once here, this is the town of Lutheria, which they can speak the language Lutherian. So we want to come up here, and if you want to look at the map, you can see there's 2 magic shops all the way over here on the outskirts of the map. And this is kind of where we want to go. Get some of the best magic spells in the game, as in being full life, revives 1 ally, and fully heals its HP. Definitely gonna want that spell. And then there's a black magic shop here with the magic spell Flare, which is a very powerful fire type magic that does light damage and fire damage. Then after you collect those spells, which are gonna help us out way later on in the game, we're gonna have to come down to this way and talk to this man down here in the corner. Before you leave, Legendary Warriors, take this chime with you. It will grant you passage into Mirage Tower. We obtain the chime. And then now we are going to head to the Mirage Tower, which is kind of in the stomach of the bird. You take the top right continent as a kind of like a bird shaped, with the eyeball being that top yellow dot, and then the middle of him being stomach. Guess we can land right here. We can head up diagonal into the Mirage Tower. This is the Mirage Tower. This is where we're going to end this episode for today. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like down below and comment what you guys thought of the video. If you guys are having troubles or struggling along with the video, please leave it down below in the comments and I will try my best to help you out, to help you guys get this platinum trophy as easy as possible. I think it's a pretty straightforward one. We have a couple episodes left and then we should be wrapped up with the very first Final Fantasy game, and then we can head on to the next game. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.